This segment sponsored by Waterfield Enterprises. The Renaissance in Roanoke is a beautiful art show and handcraft marketplace taking place on October 14th. And joining me to give us more information is Curtis Smith, the co-chair of the Roanoke Arts Council. Hi.
Hi.
Curtis, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so this event is coming up. I feel like this is such an arts season right now in Fort Wayne and the greater surrounding areas. And so share with me about this whole Renaissance of Roanoke.
Well, the Renaissance in Roanoke, we're in our 16th year, and it is a juried arts and craft show, which means all the artists and crafters that are coming have to go through a jury process to meet certain criteria that we have, including everything needs to be handmade by themselves. Like, can't be made by somebody else. It can't be imported. It's something that they've made themselves.
And this is for the marketplace that people can actually go and shop throughout. Is that correct?
It's for both the marketplace and the artists, because the artists sell their work there as well.
Yeah, okay, so will the artists, will they be set up as part of the marketplace, or is there a whole art show that people watch and then they say, ooh, I want to purchase that?
So the art show is set up, the arts and crafts marketplace is set up, it takes place all along Main Street. We close Main Street down, and they just run down the middle of the street. So we've got them set up so that there's obviously space for people to walk around and stuff like that, but they set up their booths with their artwork and their wares, and people come into Roanoke and just kind of walk around through the space and through the booths. And
That's pretty cool. And so what can people expect from that afternoon? So when they come out, what all attractions will you have there?
Wow, we have a lot of stuff going on with it. So as part of a Renaissance, we have a plein air paint out, which, if you know what a plein air is. So
I feel like I know what a paint out is, probably a little competition.
Well, so plein air is I think it's French. It means painting in the air. It's like open air painting or painting in the moment. So artists come, they get their canvases stamped in the morning before like 9 o'clock, and then they go and paint. They find a place, a subject matter they want to paint, and they paint that up until 2:30. They turn that in and it gets juried. So you can, they usually set up around town so you can go and watch them which I find it interesting to watch how people paint.
Right.
Because I'm a little bit of a frustrated artist myself, so I like to watch how people's process and how they do stuff.
That's pretty cool. Get to see their technique. And it sounds like kind of improv painting. So they choose that morning, and then it's like, boom, you have 4 hours to get this completed.
Yeah. And the light's changing, so your shadows are going to change. So they have to kind of figure out what they want to do and hold to it. Nice.
Very nice. Okay, what else will be there?
We have kids' activities. The Little River Wetlands Project sponsors our children's activities. So there's, they come up with something each year where kids can come and do art, like a little art project that they can take home with them. We have a couple of face painters. We've got this awesome guy, he's Scott Sprunger, he's poetry on the spot. You give him a subject, and he has this just an old-fashioned typewriter, and he'll create a poem for you right there on the spot, which is awesome.
Wow, so is this like a presentation for the whole audience, or he does this individually for people?
No, he just does it individually.
Really?
You come up to he just has a desk with his typewriter, and you give him a subject, and he goes, and then he'll just type out a poem.
Yeah.
But our artists and crafters, we have a wonderful mix of artists with different mediums. So we kind of have 5 categories. We have painting and drawing. We have leather, glass, metal, and wood, which is kind of sculpture or 3D art.
Okay.
We have photography, printmaking, or 2D manipulation, two-dimension manipulation, ceramic and pottery. Did I get all 5? It's a lot of work that goes into it, but when it happens, it's magical because Roanoke is such a beautiful little town.
It is.
Yeah,
I've had the pleasure of going out and exploring it in different capacities, and I'm like, this is so cute. And I love that you all have different things throughout the year. I know that there has been like music stuff happening, but actually falling into the arts for the fall is just the perfect time to walk outside and to be able to see what all the artists have to offer. And something else that really stands out is all of the improv stuff, an improv poem, an improv painting. So it sounds kind of spontaneous and exciting.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, all the shops and the eateries and the galleries in town, it's just like a perfect afternoon. And because it's in the fall, there's just something magical about fall anyway.
Yeah.
But the town is prettier now. It's as pretty as it's ever been, if not prettier with the leaves changing. It's just, it's like a really, it's a great Saturday.
It is.
Really
and so do people need to purchase tickets in advance to attend?
No, it's free. The event's free.
Okay.
Parking's free. The event's free. Obviously, shopping's not free.
Right. That would be nice.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll get there. But yeah, it's all free.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Curtis,
Thank you for
sharing
having
about
me.
this event. You are very welcome. And if you would like more information about a Renaissance in Roanoke, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Waterfield Enterprises.